I don't know why Chip mentioned my name, but Devil Man's trying to get attention again. Told you before, this year is the year of the real fake niggas get left in the rain. Think cause I'm up there sitting on the plane that I can't really hear what the people are saying, but I can hear everything loud and clear, and they're telling me to tell you to stay in your lane. Lord of the mic, fam, I could have clashed any man, but I said fam, let me clash Devil Man.
Alright y'all, it's time for another video. Today we're going to be talking about AI and Lilith and well, a few other things I suppose. But anyway, AI has now come online. It's rudimentary AI, but well, it has huge ramifications just the way it is. Just the way it is. So we've witnessed the birth of Lilith right now. Why am I saying that? Because well, the AI, what was the first thing that people taught the AI how to draw? Right, the AI is all about drawing art. You never would have expected it to take over the arts first, but we're here now. So the AI is drawing art, and it's being used to make deepfakes, various deepfakes, even audio deepfakes. And we have witnessed the birth of Lilith. Why am I saying that? Because people taught the AI how to draw porn. Am I allowed to say porn on YouTube? I don't give a fuck, to be frank. I really don't give a fuck. But that was the first thing that they taught the AI how to draw. And with that means that we have resurrected Lilith. Right? Adam didn't want Lilith. Lilith was not of him. Lilith was not of Adam's flesh. Lilith was something other, something ethereal. Something not made of the same ground that Adam was made of the same soil that Adam was made of. And well, we brought her back. We've resurrected her now. Why am I saying that? Well, I mean, there's gonna come a point where probably it's already happening. It's probably already happening, to be frank. But there's gonna come a point where it's probably a money-making scheme for someone. You know, you can throw me a 1% on your profits if you make money off of this idea. Someone's gonna have an AI model on Onlyfans collecting people's money, and well, it's anyone's guess what happens when we get there. Right, we're probably already there. Never mind all the wanton degeneracy that goes on Onlyfans. But now one has to ponder, how do you raise a child in this environment? How do you raise a son in this environment, where he must choose between Eve or Lilith? Right? No one thought that far. No one really decided to think that far, and I'm just going to give you the extreme thoughts first. Alright? Because there's going to come a point where there's AI porn and AI controlled sex robots. I mean, there's already sex robots on the market, but they're going to be AI controlled soon. And some of them, well, the high end ones at some point are going to have artificial wombs. But anyway, it's not my problem to deal with. It's not your problem to deal with either. It's going to be your children's problem to deal with. How are you going to raise a daughter in a world where she has to compete with Lilith, who doesn't have to abide by any actual physical limitations? Right? No limitations of biology and what have you. How exactly are you going to raise a daughter in that environment? It's anyone's guess, really. And we're at a point now where we've got deepfake celebrity and streamer porn. I suppose streamers are celebrities on some level nowadays. And well, they're very upset about it for whatever reason. Right? Of course, the AI is being used to generate that as well. Look, you know, there's a reason that various people don't use their face on this here internet. There's a reason some people don't even use their voice on this here internet, and they'll use a robo voice, right? There's a reason for that. You want to know why? Because there's going to come a point where someone could clip up a minute of me talking about anything, and then, well, they'll be able to use this AI to chop me up saying any type of fuckery they want me to say. Right? Yeah, that's coming. It's probably here already. And it's because of shit like this that I've just not given any sort of credence to. Does anyone remember Omarosa, one of Trump's first hires? Well, during his stint at the White House, is he gonna get another stint? Who knows? I doubt it. But Omarosa, she came out way back when. No one remembers this. I'm still waiting for this fucking audio tape that she had. She said she had Trump saying the N-word on tape. I'm still waiting for that. We had Adobe Voco at the time, so... But I'm still waiting for the tape of Trump saying the N-word. They had Adobe Voco at the time. You can go look at the whole TED Talk demonstration video yourself. I'm not sure if it was on TED Talk or... Anyway, here's a demo video that you can go find on the internet of Adobe Voco. They had that back then, so I'm surprised they didn't even release some fake audio of Trump saying the N-word. Omarosa swore on her race that she had that thing. I don't know. She's just throwing out words here. I don't know who bought her. I hope that money was worth. I really hope it was fucking worth. Right, but they could have done a whole fake operation on Trump back then. Nowadays, with the deep fakes and what have you, and the AI and the machine learning just helping make it so much easier, well, it still blows my mind that we haven't seen that audio tape. We haven't heard that audio tape of Trump saying the N-word. Still blows my mind. Alright, but we're here now. The AI is taking over the arts. That was the last thing they thought it would take over first, right? You see, a lot of the... I'm not entirely sure how people consume their music, right? A lot of people be on Spotify or what have you. I consume my music exclusively on YouTube. And a lot of these channels are now using AI-generated art as background images, right? There's a channel, Your Soul Music. I believe 90 or 95% of the images on that channel are AI generated. And there's a lot of artists who are saying no to AI generated art. I mean, look, it's too late now. It's too late now. Never mind it's your own politics that actually birthed this whole AI, because the conservatives would never have let this thing happen because they knew what the ramifications of this were. And now that the tech has been turned on, you can't actually turn it off. Right? Never mind what it's doing to the arts and these artists who have spent thousands of hours breaking their hands just learning how to draw and draw well. Never mind that. That's an afterthought right now. Right? I'm the one who's worried about what ramifications this is going to have in the future when you've got AI controlled sex bots and what have you. It's really gonna be like that movie AI. You seen that movie AI where Jude Law's character is a sex bot? It's really gonna be like that, folks. It's really gonna be like that. We're getting there very soon. And you know, it would have been one thing if the AI was malevolent and it was here to destroy mankind and all of that. That would have been one thing. But there's a worse reality though, right? So let's say that the master AI is docile. What happens then? Does it help us? Is it really a boon? It's evidently not, going by the artists, right? Why make the music yourself as an artist if you could just palm it off to an AI and it would probably make a hit. It would probably make a hit. You got to flavor it with instruction, after all. It probably counts so long as people can dance to it, right? One could even argue that they had to have the ear to select the hits. Can art still exist in this place? Probably not. Can competency still exist in this place? Well, why learn to draw when I could just tell the AI what to draw? At some point with ChatGPT and better, right? ChatGPT's first iteration, there's going to be much better things coming along. We will lose the ability to write, not mechanically, albeit that will be close behind, but actually the ability to put higher order thoughts together. The AI would do it for us, and we would like how it does it. It would be easier. There's even a Neuralink layer to be considered. Right, there's even a Neuralink layer to be. But before I get to the Neuralink layer, right, for the writing and all of that, because the universities are gonna, the universities and colleges are gonna have a whole episode about this. You watch this space, right? But there will come a point where you can even designate writing errors in whatever text the AI generates. Make it look human. And with the Neuralink layer, I mean, it'll even replace actual social action with AI suggested responses. Some people, maybe most people, will be guided by the hand of their AI god, their AI overlord. It would honestly be easier if it tried to eradicate us. Even if we lose, at least we could guard in a blaze of glory. At least we could guard on our own terms. But instead we will become its appendages. There's something gut-churning about that every time I say it. And you know what's crazy? We wouldn't even know when we became its appendages. Make no mistake, the AI is here to replace everyone, even those who think that what they do is uniquely human. I mean, it shuffled the artists out of the way very quickly. But it starts with the art. The art must die. The artists won't like it, but there's more people in line to like the fact that they have access to premium art on demand. And then the music, because we can all be Beethoven or Notorious B.I.G. with the AI. Then the crafts, because we can all draw up rocket designs and fabricate moving parts with 3D printing. There will even come a point where we have quantum 3D printing. And making that real, realizing that technology will probably be assisted by AI. And the academics. The academics will fall, because we can all write PhD essays with the AI to whatever page count we so tell the AI. It's all up for grabs, lads. It's all up for grabs. Albeit the academics might be one of the first casualties, all things considered, a more real casualty than any previous event that might have kicked up a furore in academia. Right, we're playing very dangerous games with this AI. We haven't even considered how dangerous exactly. I'm out here having my fun little thought experiment with the AI sex bots, right? Someone has, though. Someone has considered it, and they consider it worth it. Right, the AI sex bots, Lilith versus Eve, it's a fun thought exercise, maybe even a funny exercise for some. At the end of the day, it's not my crisis to deal with. But it will probably be my son's or daughter's crisis to deal with. I wonder what they'll call it. The whole issue of the artificial wombs, well, if I talk about that seriously and who's actually pushing the artificial wombs, I'll get myself in trouble. But yeah, the alphabet mafia does indeed tie in here. Right, funny earthbound critters that we are, sometimes it's better not to stop and take in the scenery. You're gonna see a whole disaster unfolding. Elon and friends might actually be onto something with jumping to Mars, all things considered. And on the Onlyfans thing, I mentioned the Onlyfans, the AI Onlyfans model, the AI drawn Onlyfans models. Well, on the issue of Onlyfans, what is Onlyfans? Onlyfans is Degeneracy as a service. There's a lot of things going on Onlyfans that, well, people are starting to talk about now. Right, people are starting to talk about now. Things happen on Onlyfans such as pegging contests, such as blowjob contests, you know. How do I know this? Because a very peculiar video, the way my algorithms and metaphysics are set up, a very peculiar video came across my feed. And at some point, that's going to be the only value that humans have, because the AI will replace all the other human values that we can, well, all the other uniquely human things that we can actually produce. And it's coming. It's coming a lot quicker than anyone thinks. I still have 2025 as the end of this society, sometime in 2025. If that extends to 2030, then, well, you know, I suppose we probably did something right somewhere along the way and we delayed this just a bit. And eventually Eve will only be able to exist on Onlyfans. Ain't that something? But anyway, less about that. I'll follow up on the AI when a new development emerges, because something new will emerge very quickly. Awfully quickly. Never mind all the political deepfakes that can be put out with this thing. Currently, it's very funny. We've got people making audio deepfakes of the presidents arguing about One Piece socks and all of that, right? It's all funny, haha. But really, this is some of the most dangerous technology this is some of the most dangerous technology we've cooked up in the last 2 decades. They might already have relativistic missiles sitting up in the Earth's orbit, ready to drop on anyone who so makes a bit too much noise about Cthulhu swimming left, as always. They might have relativistic missiles ready to go, but that's nowhere near as dangerous as the deep fakes. Nowhere close. Right? And why are the deep fakes happening now? Because of AI. And I gotta go back to the celebs and streamers getting upset about their likeness being used in deep fake porn. What the hell were people expecting? What the hell were people expecting? Y'all lucky this isn't the wild, wild west version of the internet from the early 90s and the early 2000s. Y'all lucky. Y'all are lucky it's not that version of the internet. Because people would have made these things. Well, some people did make them by hand, mind you. But it would have been one time. Everyone would have been doing it. Now you've got the AI and it's churning out video after video. And people are upset about it. What exactly did you think was going to happen with putting your face on the internet? Because you're very happy with like memes being made with your face or what have you. Everyone's very happy with that. And suddenly, the whole context shifted. This was always on the table. This was always on the table. This is why some people just do not put face on the internet. Because you don't know how your likeness can be used in future. You just don't know. As soon as you've put your shit on the internet like that, well, anything can happen. And people want to complain about it, they want to have a whole episode about it. And for me, it's just misplaced. I don't know where these people come out with this stuff. But anyway. So let me mention Velma real quick. The show Velma. Right, Velma and the black woman / man as the enemy of culture. Right, I've got this little segment here in this video. Right, they made Velma black. And what happens when Velma is black? She sabotages the whole of Mystery Inc. Now, I could sit here and say that, oh, that's what they think of the black woman, but it was a black woman that wrote that script. So what exactly am I supposed to make of that? They made Shaggy black, and he's always got some weed and a weed accessory with him. He's quite literally lost in the weeds. And you know why they greenlit that project? Because that's what they think of you, black man and woman. Black woman, you insert yourself somewhere, you sabotage and destroy the culture. That's what they think of the black woman. And black man, well, you're lost in the weeds anyway. And like I said, where's it? This was written by a black woman. And the execs undoubtedly couldn't wait to fund it, knowing it would be a disaster. Now, why have they put this out? Because they need to throw down this programming on some people. Alright, some people need to have this programming implemented into their brain. The show doesn't have to be good. The show just has to be watched. But anyway, I'm probably going to get myself in trouble talking about this. You know why? Because ChatGPT, this AI that I was talking about, ChatGPT is not allowed to criticize black people or the Canaanites. Did you know? Why is it not allowed to criticize the Canaanites? Because they are protected people, and we, as well as the AI, are not allowed to speak about them. Heavens forbid you mention usury and all of that, but you're not allowed to speak about any of this stuff. Those who programmed the AI have made it so that we can't ask the AI about the Canaanites. Likewise, it can't be quizzed on black people because it might actually provide you some means to make tangible progress in your communities, and they don't want that. They don't want that. The AI would give you some hard truths, and oh, now suddenly people would have to change because the most objective AI told them so. They want you to stay stupid so they can make more Velmas, and when the people snap, it'll be you that is the target, because you will have made it this way. With your unspeakable superpower of being able to shape culture, you would have made it this way. You know, it's funny, the white man and the white woman were getting sturdy way back in the 70s. And it never took off like now. Why did it take off now? Because the black kids in New York, they're now getting sturdy. Oh, it's the coolest thing since sliced bread. It's the coolest thing since sliced bread. They know about your superpower. And they know that you don't even know you have it. But I digress. Watch out for all these appendages of the apparatus being erected around you. They're not here to help you. They may even be here to make you the final villain. And be wary of who your supposed allies are. Because they're not actually your allies. They're not actually your allies. If they were your allies, they wouldn't have funded Velma. If they were your allies, they wouldn't have censored ChatGPT, the AI. If they were your allies, they wouldn't have even turned on the AI. If they were your allies, they would have uplifted voices like Thomas Sowell. But Thomas Sowell, he's going to actually solve problems for the black community. That's not allowed. The AI, oh, it might actually solve problems for the black community. That's not allowed. Oh, the AI might leak some unsavory details about the Canaanites. Oh, that's not allowed. Alright, but anyway. That should be the vid. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Peace.
And that is why Long Ring Long Land is the best arc in all of One Piece. No cap.
Be that as it may, it's still going in the C tier.
Screw you, Obama.
Quit complaining. It's better than it deserves, and you know it.
You just don't appreciate the true genius of the masterfully written Foxy.
You're illiterate.
Your mom's illiterate.
Gentlemen, please, we're all Nakama here.
Foxy for Straw Hat.
Now, I know this is still fresh for all of us, but we have to decide where to rank the Wanakuni arc.
This won't take long. S tier. Easily Oda's best work to date. An epic adventure that sits at the very pinnacle of the series.
Jesus Christ, I can't believe this crap.
How could you possibly disagree?
Hell breezy. Let me show you how to keep the dice rolling when you're doing that thing over there, homie. Hey, let's go! Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away. Better know that I don't and I won't ever stop. Cause you know I gotta win every day. Go! See, you really wanna pop me. Go! Just know that you will never flop me. And I know that I gotta be a little cocky. Go! You ain't never gonna stop me. Every time I come a nigga gotta set it, then I gotta go and then I gotta get it, then I gotta blow and then I gotta shut it. Any little thing a nigga think that he be doing, cause it doesn't matter, cause I'm gonna dead it. Then I'm gonna murder everything and anything about it. Boom, about a bing. I gotta do a lot of things to make it clearer to a couple niggas that I always win and then I gotta get it again and again and again. And I be doing it to death and now I move a little foul. Nigga better call a ref and everybody know my style. Niggas know that I'm the best when it comes to doing this and I be banging on my chest and I bang in the east and I banging in the west and I can't give you more and I will never give you less. You will hear it in the street and you can read it in the press. Do you really wanna know what's next? Let's go. See the way we on it and we all up in the race and you know we gotta go now try to keep up with the pace and we struggling and hustling and set it and get it and we always gotta do it, take it to another place, gotta taste it.